Hi, Dr. Vikki Petersen here. Full disclosure, I'm 55, soon to be 56, and I see a lot of women in their 50s who, well, I see women at all ages that aren't feeling well, but I see women in their 50s who are starting to sort of kind of give up a little bit on their health and their ability to, they think, feel optimal. And that's just really a falsehood. And so I want to disabuse you of some of the myths that we hear postmenopausal, which is you're going to go to fat, you're going to lose muscle, you're going to gain weight, you're going to lose your mind, your memory is going to go, your brain is going to be less sharp, your libido is going to go to nothing, on and on and on and on. It's kind of the difference between common and normal. So it might be common that women in their 50s experience those things, but it's definitely not normal. I plan to be healthy to 100 and beyond, and that's very doable. If you just rolled your eyes in your head and said, no way, totally fine. But your body parts are designed to last for 120 years. So 100 is not even asking that much of the human body when it's functioning correctly. So some of the key things that I work with in my patients and I've worked with in myself, and full disclosure, I did not come out of the chute with the healthiest body in the world at all. I was actually really sick as a kid and as a teen and into my middle to late 20s when I finally started fixing myself. But I used to run very, very, very high fevers as a young child, like 105. And then I had chronic strep throat basically all the way through elementary school, I think into high school as well. Then hormones kicked in and I used to pass out from low blood sugar. My blood sugar was so unstable I would literally pass out on the floor. I had chronic headaches, meaning migraines 2 to 3 times a month. When I wasn't having that, I had what I called my regular headache because I always had a headache. I was exhausted. I had PMS. I had hideous menstrual cramps. And I can tell you they were hideous because then I went on to have 3 children. And labor was basically a piece of cake because I had so done this every month of my life and worse. True story. So, for me to be fabulous in my 50s with my genetics and my earlier health history shows really that anybody can do it because I was pretty sick when I was younger. So what do we want to look at? There are some basics like a clean diet. A woman came up to me after a lecture the other day that I gave. I lecture a lot at Silicon Valley corporations, and she's like, I've got this and I've got this and I've got this and I've got this. And she says, but I really don't want to change my diet. Do you have any magic pill? Ha ha ha. And it's like, no, we don't have a magic pill. You have to be willing to do some diet and lifestyle changes. And if you're not ready, that's fine. Then just don't complain about how you feel. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to do the work. But we know what the work is. And I think that's the frustration that so many people have is there's a lot of information out there and what's true. So you want to find, I recommend a functional medicine practitioner who's certified, who's been doing this work for a long time and knows the tools and knows how to personalize and make a precision program for you. Because what is the state of your hormones? What is the state of your gut? Do you have any food sensitivities? Do you have any hidden infections? Do you have any toxicities? What are all these things that possibly could be, burdening your system so that you're not functioning ideally, because, and what are your genetics? So that's a really cool field that we are very involved in here at Root Cause, which is genomics. Doing a simple swab, the inside of your mouth, and then evaluating various genes depending on there's a variety of panels you can do that make most sense for your family genetics and your symptoms, which evaluate your genes and how to better express those genes through the use of nutrition. Meaning that you have these little defects, these little weaknesses in your genes, and you don't have to be stuck with them. So if Alzheimer's is in your family, that doesn't mean you don't necessarily have to get Alzheimer's or heart disease or diabetes or dementia or whatever it is that's very heavily in your family tree. yeah, you have the gene predisposing you, but that doesn't mean you have to allow that gene to express itself in a negative way. You can suppress that negative suppression and enhance the positive expression, and then by virtue of that, really enhance your health. So these are natural types of nutrition that we utilize for that. And what else do I want to tell you? You know, people say, oh, you have great skin. And the skin is an organ. We tend to forget that because it's hanging on the outside. But your skin is an organ, and it actually reflects gut health. So when you have a nice glow to your skin and it looks healthy, it's because the gut is healthy. You've probably experienced this if you're a woman. Men don't tend to put makeup on regularly, but women, you know, we try to hide it if we're not feeling well. And sometimes, you know, all the makeup in the world. I remember when I was in my early 20s, it's like I looked tired. It's like blush, you know. It's like you still look tired because you can't really fake it too well. And you really want to normalize, optimize gut health. That reflects in your skin, and you have a nice glow. And you need to exercise. So we work a lot with hormones, and one thing that's very true, and I tell my patients, is like, we need to get you on an exercise program that you will do. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to be running marathons, but we need that body moving as many days of the week as we can, because the exercise is not only good for brain health, but you really need that to help make the hormones. So you can be taking bioidentical hormones, but you won't get the full benefit if you're not exercising. So it's really, really important to get that in. Recently, I hired a personal trainer, which I'd never ever done before, just for the new year. We moved, we joined a new gym, and they had a special, and I thought, I'll give it a try. And my husband's had a personal trainer for years, and it's great because, you know, they definitely teach you things that you didn't know how to do. You can get in a little bit of a rut with your exercise program, but you don't need a personal trainer in order to exercise, in order to stay healthy. But if you know, it can be a nice treat if you have somebody who's really savvy and understands how to work with your sex, your age, and they're intelligent about it. I would definitely recommend that as well. So what do you need to do to be fabulous in your 50s and healthy to 100, or as far as you want to go? We need to assess your body, its organs, and see what it is that needs to be optimized. Pretty simple formula. And you need to be ready to do some diet and lifestyle changes, but if you've got that going, then we can help the rest of the way. So please reach out for a free consultation. I'd be delighted to speak with you and help you. These bodies are so strong. They're so designed to heal and retain their optimal health, and too many of us give up on that too soon. So don't let that happen to you. Enjoy optimal health. I'm happy to get you there. Give us a call at 408-733-0400 or contact us at the website rootcausemedical.com. I'll see you soon.